Let's go find another project. A few years ago, I made a splitter for splitting kindling that you could set. One thing I didn't like is using a hatchet. When you have a hatchet and you're sitting here swinging at your hand when you've got a piece of wood in it. So I took an old axe that was a Chinese axe and I cut the pole off of it. I found this blank at the salvage yard and I welded it to the blank and put contact cemented a chunk of 1/4-inch rubber on the bottom. It works pretty well, but I did have an idea the other day, because every time I split wood, the chunks go flying all over the floor. And I thought, what if I made one with a larger round blank that was inside of a bucket? And I have an axe laying around here that I'm pretty sure is not of much value, and so we'll cut that pole off, we'll weld that to a round blank, stick it in a bucket, and see how that works. So join me on this project, it'll be great. I like it. I like it a lot. So I have these old lag bolts that I got out of a deck and salvaged out of that deck. So let's see if we can't cut some holes big enough to suit those lags. Perfect. put to use some of these tools that I talked about in the tools of the trade video. That's what we're looking for right there. Let's go attach it. How about we make a baton for this new splitter? When you need to find the center of a piece that's round, you don't have any square or straight marks to use, straight lines to use, you use one of these things and it wedges the piece in there, and you just make some lines here in the center and keep rotating it around, and you will find at least get close to center. Sometimes I might get lucky on this and give me an exact intersection. We'll see. There. You can kind of see there. You got a little spot right there in the middle, and you'll have a good idea of what's the center is. Now this isn't perfectly balanced, but I think we can make it work. We'll just turn a handle and leave the rest of it look natural. We've got our chop block here. Take our bucket and set it on there. It's a rubber feed bucket. Use it with cattle and such. And then take our bit, set our bit right down inside here. So let me bring you over and let you take a look just what it's going to look like. Alright, just put our extra stuff in there, our kindling, and we have our newly fabricated baton. This way we can just take whatever pieces we have here, set it here on our piece, baton it right down there, and it will pop right off and stay in the bucket. I love how that works. No chasing them underneath workbenches. No more flying around everywhere. Just look at that. That's fun to use. Put all your small stuff over here. Here's some walnut that I took some plugs out of. Easy enough. Here's an old hammer handle. Let's see how that'll come apart. Look at that. That works great. I have to go start a fire just for the fun of it. Piece of poplar. That is wonderful. I don't care that the welds aren't pretty. This is so nice and functional. All these pieces just coming apart and staying right here in the bucket. I just love it. That is fun. And then when you're done chopping, just drop your baton right in there behind it. Throughout the day or week, whenever you're going to start a fire, you just grab a handful of kindling, go make your fire, and when the bucket's empty, throw some more bigger pieces in there, have your baton ready to go. I think that's great.